Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here, Winnie. Welcome to yet another amazing video. If you are new here, welcome. This is a YouTube channel where we share amazing tips on cooking, homemaking, parenting, and organizing in general. And kindly subscribe so that we can continue to grow this YouTube channel together. And today, when you see me seated and not in the kitchen, we are having an awesome discussion. Every time you see me with this book. And today we are continuing with our house help series. Yes, we have one video where we talked about things that you should not do to your house help as an employer, and today we'll be discussing things that as a house help should never do to the employer, or an employer should never entertain in their home. So stay tuned, and I'm hoping we are going to learn. Yes, come, let's discuss this amazing topic together. And I always write my have my write-up ready. So we go to number 1, things house help should never do to their employer. Number 1 is never break confidentiality. What I mean, sharing personal family matters, finances, or private routine with outsiders. As a house help, you should never share private matters concerning the family that you are working for with outsiders. That is breaking the confidentiality, and that is very wrong. And as an employer, if you have a house help who keep on sharing what you do in your house or family matter with the outsiders, that is one thing that you should never tolerate, and you should call them out and tell them to change. Whatever happens in the house should remain in the house, should not be shared out there with other people. Yes. Number 2 is don't cross personal boundaries, e.g. entering bedrooms, going through personal documents, or using personal items without permission. Yes, as a house help, you should never cross personal boundaries. When you come into a house, you are told not to do this, not to do this, not to do this. Okay, don't go to the bedroom, don't wear my clothes, don't use my personal items. So if the employer has already told you not to do that, so as a house help, you should never cross the personal boundaries. For example, for my house, my bedroom is my safe space, is my private place. Like, you have the kitchen, you have the bedroom, you have your bedroom, you have the kids' bedroom, you have the living room all by yourself. The only person you're not supposed to enter is my bedroom. So when you enter my bedroom, that is crossing my personal boundary or my family boundaries. And also going through my personal stuff or employer personal stuff, that is crossing the boundary. So as an employer, you should not entertain that kind of a behavior where someone sneaking into your bedroom and you have already told them. I know there are employers who don't mind because the house help clean the bedroom, make the bed, to each and their own. Me, I don't judge people, but my bedroom, I clean it myself, I organize my bedroom and everything. So my house help is not supposed to enter my bedroom. So as a house help, you should never cross someone's boundary without permission, or they are at work, they see you in social media wearing their clothes, using their personal item. I think that's more than enough. And as an employer, you should never entertain. When you see it, call it out, tell them, sit them down, talk to them, tell them, don't do this. So number 3, avoid harsh discipline. I know one of the things why most of us has house help is to take care of our kids when we go to work. But as a house help, it's not your duty to discipline the children. And in my write-up, I said, never hit, yell, or scare children. Follow the parenting style your employer has set. Speak up if you are unsure. Yes, as a house help, you should never discipline the children harshly. I think I was watching a video where a house help was jailed because of beating up a child. As a house help, you have been called to help the family in raising the kids. They are parents. Follow the parenting style the parent have set. If you are unsure, kindly speak up, ask. If the child is not listening, come and tell the parents. It's not your duty to beat them up. It's not your duty to shout and yell at them. you may find yourself in a very bad situation if the employer doesn't decide to take the legal as to go the legal way. If you discipline harshly their children or you injure them, so to avoid all that drama or all that unnecessary legal issues, just do your work. If you are unsure if the baby is not following instruction, just come and tell the parent. And yeah, I believe as parent we should be able to speak to our children and warn them or beat them up as the parent, because yes, they are our children. So as a house help, don't harshly discipline the children. And as a parent, as an employer, if you find that a house help is harshly disciplining your children or yelling or treating them badly, the best thing you can do is just to, if you talk to them and they don't listen, the best thing you can do is just to release them for them to go, yeah, to avoid unnecessary drama. Number 4 is don't lie or hide mistakes. What I'd said, accident happen, hiding things and blaming others is wrong, honesty and trust. As a house help, you should never lie or hide mistake. Yeah. For example, if something like you broke something or there was an accident in the house, yeah, we are living in a world where there is wear and tear in the house. Accidents do happen. You are a human being. You make mistake. The employer is also a human being. They make mistake. But when such a scenario happen, you are supposed to speak up and speak the truth. Don't lie. For example, personally, I hate to find things on my own, like something broke and someone doesn't tell you, and then when you're looking at that thing, looking to use the item, you're like, oh, it broke, and you're like, why didn't you tell me? I think it shows that you're not a trustworthy person. I know there are some people who fear their employer, but me, I feel it's better to speak up than to hide, because I will keep on asking myself, what other thing has she done that she's hiding? So I believe if an accident happened or something happened, even with the children, for example, a child can injure him or herself, and then you keep quiet, and then later the parent is either due to fever or a child has stolen. Yes, what happened to the child? Oh, and then why didn't you communicate? And then now someone, now I'll start not trusting you, because I'm like, what other things is she hiding? So as a house help, I think it's good to be truthful, don't lie and don't hide mistakes. And as an employer, it's the same way. Don't entertain someone who keep on lying, because one day she will lie about something very serious, and it will have a very bad repercussion either on your children or on your family. So number 5, as a house help, we should never steal or misuse resources, even small thing, whether it's money, time, etc. Yes, as a house help, we should never steal or misuse resources. If you want something, just ask. Yeah, I believe in communicating. If you need something, just ask. Can I have that 20 bob you put there? Can I have that 100? Can I have that? Yes, just ask. And then the other thing, misusing resources. In my house, I usually tell them I'm paid once, like I earn once a month, so that when I do my monthly shopping, be it groceries and other than food item, I expect everyone in the house, including the house help, to use them well, because most of the time she's the one who using them, because cleaning the house, cooking, and sometimes she's the one interacting with most of the item. I always say them, kindly don't misuse. Yeah, I don't limit usage. You can use anything, you can eat anything in my house, you can use anything, but don't misuse. Don't say like, oh, even if I use it, I will just call and say it is finished and they will come with it. We restock, we replenish, because we don't want our home to be non-functional when we are away at work. But if you can ensure that at least everything is used the right way, we'll be very happy. So even as an employer, you should never tolerate someone who just misuse things. Yeah, just talk to them. If they don't listen, or they don't justify why things were used the way they were used, then I believe that you don't have any business be having them around. And I thank God that I think my help, they usually listen and they use things very well, and I'm proud of that, because I remember someone asking me, you want to tell me that the shopping you do take you through the month? And I told them, yeah, most of the item take us through the month, and the ones that I replenish, even on a normal person, as in even anyone would say, yeah, it deserves to be replenished. So that one, I'm happy. I'm a happy employer. Number 6, don't bring unauthorized guests without permission. Yes, don't bring unauthorized guests without permission. And what I wrote in that point, your workplace is someone else's home. Dear house helps, your workplace, which is your employer's house, is someone else's safe space. Bringing unauthorized people in the house is lack of respect, is disrespecting the owner of the house. I think I'm going to share this, but yeah, I forgave the girl. My former help, I think we had stayed with her for more than a year. One day, my boy used to tell me, hey, and tulienda na auntie kuchukua so and so tukakuja na yeye, and then I would just ignore. Oh, auntie brought a friend, and I would just ignore. Kumbe, me keeping quiet for the sake of peace, I was breeding bad manners in my house. So one day, I think what it went 2020, it was 2024, we're in 2025, 2024, 2023, February. I had traveled to Ethiopia for work. Hey, I left on a Sunday morning. That afternoon after work, my husband kind of left to go and meet someone. Actually, not to meet someone, to print some homework for our firstborn. When he came back, he found the girl had brought a man in our house. A man. To make the matters worse, the girl was shooting TikTok videos where I am seated, where I'm seated here in this seat, and they are posting in social media. Wakishikana, I am telling you. Where were my kids when all these were being done? They were in the bedroom sleeping. I don't know for how long that was going on, but when I came, I was so mad. I was like, yani, that week I was away, it's like there was no work that was happening, because I remember I called my sister. My sister came because I was sick. I went to Ethiopia, got sick, I came, I was so sick, so I could not do anything. Anyway, I raised her and she talked us. And I was like, it's okay. People who know me know there's nothing. There are things that she said I would never do. But I decided to install CCTV. That's actually, I think another scenario happened with the house help I brought after her. Another scenario happened where I did the shopping, shopping for a whole month shopping, and then I traveled to Ghana. Then in a week's time, a monthly shopping, half of it was not in the house. And I was like, so I did shopping, I think before I left. Then what happened to, do you think guys, you ate 4 kg you drank 4 kg of sugar in a week, or the milk, a whole carton in a week? So I was suspicious, and I was like, it was chaotic in the house. So I decided that nobody decided to speak the truth. So I decided also to release her, because I could not, the people I trusted with my children, the people I trusted with my resources, nobody spoke the truth. So I decided they should all leave my house. And then that's when I decided to install CCTV camera. I decided I'm not trusting anyone with my babies. So let me just install CCTV camera, so that in case there's something, now we can revisit, because our apartment have cameras outside. But you see, someone will take 2 kg of sugar, put it in the handbag, and go with it as they are leaving. So They will just say they were carrying their handbag. How will I know? The CCTV outside cannot show what they carried. So bringing unauthorized people, even if it's your family members, even if it's your friend, first as you ask your employer, can I bring, because even in my house, not all my relatives I allow them in the house, not all my friends I allow. I am very selective on the people, the kind of energy I bring in my house, because my house is my safe space. Like after a hectic time at work, after a very toxic environment out there, at least I need to have a safe space where I come and I get to clear my mind. So as a house help, you should never bring unauthorized people, whether they are your family members, whether they are your friends, in someone's house without their permission. Yes, ask for permission, and if the owner is not ready, they can give you a day off or a week off to go and visit them. So guys, as an employer, you should also not tolerate that, because sometimes when things get lost, now who is going to, like, who is going to be responsible for that? We continue, too many stories. Number 7, don't ignore or neglect your responsibility. Don't ignore or neglect your responsibility. What I had written under that point: always stay focused during work hours and avoiding using your phone excessively and leaving children unattended. Always stay focused during work hours and avoid using your phone excessively or leaving children unattended. Yes, stay focused in your work. When you came, you are oriented. This is what you're supposed to do in the morning, during the day, and the evening. Kindly stay focused in your work. Avoid using phone excessively. Yes. Me, I have never told my helps never to use their phone, but taking advantage, and all the time you're on the social media and you are cooking with your phone there, you're feeding the baby with the phone there. Like, you cannot, even the child can choke when you're around. It's good to use your phone at the right time, to communicate at the right time. Do your work. Me, I always, as a house help, like, ukijipanga, like when you plan yourself, you will have a lot of time for yourself, and to be on your phone, to go to TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere you want to go. Do your work first, finished, focused, like, do it, and then do it diligently. Usifanye tu umalize. Okay, me, I thank God that I only had one house help who was doing work amalize, but I think the others, even the one I have right now, they do their work perfect. Like, if it is cleaning the house, they clean it clean. Like, you don't have to go back to check if it is clean. If they clean utensils, they clean it's clean. Like, clothes, it's clean. Like, I've never even a single time have to redo my clothes. You see, they do their work, as in she do her work perfectly. So if you're a house help out there, I will siwezi kukuita kwangu you be oriented, but I think I advise that focus on your work. If you are not sure on how to do a certain duty, always ask to be guided. You are a helper, not the owner of the house, so you are the helper. Ask to be guided. Ask, don't say, oh, I know. Just ask to be guided, and then have a schedule of duty. This is what I'll do in the morning when the kids go to school, or I have a small baby. Either I will wake up, like, I used to have a house help who would wake up as early as even 5 in the morning. You hear someone in the kitchen. So the day she woke up at 4:30, and I had to tell her, why go back to sleep, because we can't sleep. Hey, too much noise. Like, she would wake up very early at 5 she's awake. Like, by 9 she's done doing everything, and by 7 in the evening she's almost dozing. Like she would even leave the living room, like, just looking the way it's looking. But I would help her on that. But I know, we now, that was okay, because now I had like a very tiny baby, like 3 months. I would leave the baby with, so by 9, by the time I'm leaving at 8:30, she's done. So by the time the baby is waking up, at least they are just there, sitting, eating, sleeping, you see. So it's good as a house help. Know your strength. Know if you are a morning person or an evening person. If you are an evening person, ensure that by the time you are sleeping, everything is well done. In the mornings, just waking up and doing the necessary. Then we go to number 8. No gossiping or bad mouthing your employer. Whether inside or outside the home, it shows disloyalty. No gossip. No gossiping. Amalu. No gossiping or bad mouthing your employer. Yeah, it's very wrong. It's very wrong. If you don't like your employer, just leave. But speaking badly about them out there with people, it shows disloyalty. Then why are you living with someone who you are not loyal? Why are you living with someone who you don't like? So, as simple as that. It's bad. Number 9, stay away from family conflicts. Yes, stay away from family conflicts. Don't take sides or don't get involved in argument. Yeah, you are coming in a family that have its own issues. Either the husband and the wife fights, or the husband and the children, or the larger family fights. Don't be part of the family conflict. Do your work. Like you came to help the family. Work. Don't take sides. Oh, huyu bibi yake ndiye mbaya. Oh, the husband is. Don't take sides. You are going to go and you're going to leave them there. So don't take sides. You don't. Even if you can avoid getting involved in the family conflicts, just avoid completely. Avoid completely. And then whatever happen, if they fight, don't go talking out there that the wife and the husband fought yesterday. That is none of your business. That is a couple. Yeah? Don't get involved and don't go speak. Whatever happened in the house, let it remain there. Let it remain there. And number 10, don't use employers' property or for personal use, e.g. taking their clothes. And don't use employers' property or personal or things for personal use. Yes. If you need to use something, just ask. I usually say if you need something, just ask. It's either a yes or no. You'll not die. It's either a yes or no. Yes. So don't use employers' properties without their permission. Number 11, don't overstep your role. You are either employed as a house help, a nanny, or a house manager. Some of us employ combined. Yeah? Just know your responsibility. Don't overstep your role. You are there to help, not to control. Don't make decisions you aren't assigned to make. Like disciplining kid, for example, don't overstep your role. For example, it's not your role to discipline children. It's not your role to go around. Perhaps there are parents who don't like their children at you buying them snacks or buying them clothes or doing this, doing that. That is not your responsibility. Don't overstep your responsibility. Don't overstep your mandate. Yeah? Focus on what brought you there to work, to help them in the house, just to be part of the family, part of the happy family. Like, yes, just don't overstep your mandate. Yes. You are there advising. Yeah, as a husband, you should do this. As a wife, you should do this to your husband. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. That is not your responsibility. Yeah? You're not the family counselor. You are, yes. Don't overstep your mandate. Yeah? As the owner of the house, you should. Don't overstep your mandate. Yeah? Don't go being the marriage counselor when you see there are things that are not going well. Focus, 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 focus. Number 12, playing defensive. As a household, we should not play defensive and not accepting to be corrected. Yeah? Playing defensive and not accepting to be corrected. Yeah? When your employer is raising a concern over an issue, it's good to listen and take note without being defensive. I repeat again, when your employer is raising a concern over an issue, it's good to listen and take note without being defensive. If there's something that personally I usually get angry, perhaps you are raising an issue, oh, you should not be doing this, I want it to be done this, and you are like, you're being defensive, like, oh, I was doing this because of, no, just listen. That is her house or his house. Yeah, that is how he want his things to be done. For you, is not to do things the way you want, is the way to do things the way they want, because that is their house. You being defensive, for example, if I raise a concern, like for me, there is a way I want things to be organized, this, and then I raise an issue, and then you are being defensive. Oh, like for example, in my house, everything has a place. There is a place for everything. So I find this is supposed to be here, and I'm like, no, seriously, you know what, blah blah blah. No, you trying to over explain yourself. Just listen and correct. Stop being defensive. For example, your employer will tell you, me, I don't like my clothes being mixed with anyone's clothes. Simple. They don't like their clothes. Don't stop saying, oh, I was just washing, I will separate when I... No. Accept to be corrected and stop being defensive. When an employer tell you, don't do this to my clothes, or this to my house, or this to my children, please stick to that. If their house, stop being defensive. Yes. And the last one, and I've forgotten it. And I wish I had written it, and I just forgot it. Yeah, I had not written it, but it had come, but I forgot it. Yes, guys, I think those are the things that I feel as a house help should never do to their house, as in their employer's house. And there are things that as an employer you should never tolerate in a house. I'm going to highlight them so that if you have forgotten, you will remember. Number one, as a house help, never break confidentiality, and don't go around telling people about their employer personal matter or family matter. Number one, don't cross personal boundary, like entering to their bedroom or going to their personal space. Number three, avoid harsh discipline. It's not your role to discipline the children. Just follow what the employer style of parenting. Number four, don't lie or hide mistakes. Just speak up if something happens. Number five, never steal or misuse resources. It's very bad, very bad, very bad. I always tell my house help, you're not going to be a house help forever. One day you'll have your own place. Would you like someone to misuse your items? The answer is no. Number six, don't bring an authorized guest without permission. Yes, boyfriend, your family member, friends, please. If the owner is not okay with people bringing people in the house, kindly don't bring them. Number seven, don't ignore or neglect your responsibility. Whatever brought you there to do, kindly do it with all your heart. You know, like one day, like you are like, I did my work diligently and God blessed me. Yes. Number eight, no gossiping or about mouthing your employer. Yes. Don't speak bad about other people. Yes. Number nine, stay away from family conflict. Yes. Save your peace. Save your peace. Usijiingize kwa vita zao. Wewe kaa na amani yako, because it will stress you for nothing. Number 10, don't use employer's personal property or property for personal use. Number 11, don't overstep your role. You know what brought you there? Don't overstep your role, like you are now there advising, go there buying children clothes or snacks, and then something happened. Number 12, praying defensive. Yes, all not accepting to be corrected. So accept correction. We are all human beings, we make mistakes, so accept just correction. So thank you guys, hoping you have learned something. Ebu tell me below what you think a house help should not do and what employer should not tolerate, and I'll be glad even to do a part 2 of this, and I'll be so happy. So thank you guys. If you have found this helpful, kindly comment, and those who have not subscribed, imagine subscribe. Only like 10% of my viewers have subscribed, so kindly subscribe so that we can continue growing this YouTube channel together. Bye.